outward start on the outside for Bam Bam Cam. They all break as one. And it's Bellamy time. One way home. Patchy in that front running trio. Then sitting back there in last, being passed by Bam Bam Cam, is late running City Position. Closely knit for this quintet as they zoom on down the backstretch. It's Bellamy time, right where he wants to be. Outside of running. Here comes Bam Bam Cam to try to move on up. Bam Bam Cam, it's Bellamy time, right between them both. In the pink is Patchy. One Way Home has to do just a little bit better around the only turn. One Way Home settles back and forth and way out the back. Towards the quarter mile to go mark is City Position in the opener. On the lead in hand is Bam Bam Cam and Elizabeth Thurman out to a half-length cushion. It's Bellamy time trying to kick it back into gear. Patchy takes over and draws away. And out of the breach comes One Way Home, circumventing on the far outside. One Way Home, Alvin Ortiz confronts Patchy. Deep stretch, Patchy. One Way Home, they meet together as one, but at the wire, One Way Home. Patchy second, it's Bellamy time, lasted for third, then it was City Position. And the racing, bit of a squeeze job for your odds-on favorite, Red Label, who's out the back. Out very well, another replay of the opener. They all won it, and getting it is Red Label. After a faltering beginning, is out to a two-length cushion. Here's Fairway Lane Position on the inside of Scarlet City, running a joint runner-up spot. Sir Corey is finding himself on the far outside and is now running up into fourth. There's Chernyavsky in fifth, and way out the back is WW Russian Gold as they go towards the half mile onto the 3/8 in the second. 3/8 of a mile to go, and it's all Red Label, the 4-year-old, out to more than 2.5, almost 3 lengths. On the second place runner, still battling it out together. Sir Corey makes the move on the outside. Scarlet City bows out, has to do better. Come from behinders from last, out of last, and now into fourth is WW Russian Gold. That relegates Chernyavsky, and way out the back is Fairway Lane. Deep stretch, Red Label, Rainier Arietta, Resurgent, Sir Corey is gaining, and here's WW Russian Gold. WW Russian Gold from last to first. Sir Corey game as they come. WW Russian Gold beats Sir Corey. A 3-way photo for the minor awards. And they're off. Decent enough start from the outside stall for Governor Attack, but here comes a swooping move from Anunka. Anunka gets the lead from second running Heart of Joseph. Inside rail, sitting as Leland John moves up to the board placement early. Here is Rodham on debut, splitting rivals and looking rather very professional. Governor Attack is on the far outside. Poking up through is Thacker From in between rivals. And then Wave the Gold is about 8 lengths off the speed that is now Anunka. And Victor Santiago going to have to deal with Leland John, who's ready to go and sidle right up to the outside of the longtime leader. It's Thacker From on hold and a looming and ominous presence back there in third. It's Rodham, a good-looking fourth. Far back to Heart of Joseph on debut. Governor Attack, no bueno, and Wave the Gold has 10 to make up. 3/16 of a mile to go. Is tonight the night for Thacker From? Trying to break the maiden. Out by 2 and running away. Leland John is second. Nothing coming from the clouds. It is Thacker From and Rainier Arietta, professional, and scores at 7-2. Leland John for the place spot in second. Then it was Anunka and Rodham. And they're off. Decent enough start for the Last Fact, and Late in the Day they get out, and there's Late in the Day, and the Last Fact running 1-2 down the backstretch. A Merry Heart is keen to go in third and well held. El Rayo sits in fourth on the wider part. Way back we go to late running Empty Holster, and Monami Fuzzy customarily out the back and is just that. On the lead, they go 2 by 2 by 2. Around the turn past the half mile. On the inside, the Last Fact. And on the outside, gaining Late in the Day, putting that one right a half length in back. Here is a bid on the inside for a Merry Heart. Still gathered in and covered on the outside by El Rayo, bowing out the last fact. So that leaves it to the late in the day, past the 330-yard mark, a 2-length cushion. Fighting back is the last fact. Diving down is late running Mona Me Fuzzy along the deep end. It is a Merry Heart gaining. Splitting out of the back is El Rayo, but it's Mona Me Fuzzy who's gobbling up ground. Late in the day, Mona Me Fuzzy. Mona Me Fuzzy, indeed. Late in the day was second. Empty Holster was third, and then a Merry Heart. And they're off. Very sluggish into stride. May have lost it before the gates opened. Danza Taxi way out the back. It's Run the Tables race from here on out by a length and a half. From both Highly Perfect and Red Royal. Red Royal on debut looks very good out there. Here comes Mama's Fire up into fourth and Means Business back in fifth. God, Guns, and Guts. Fade from Black off a long layoff is promising. And then still out the back, Danza Taxi. No consequence here tonight. They go past the 5/16th, and it's Mama's Fire. Victor Balin out to a length on Run the Table second. Dropping off Red Royal maybe next time. Passed on the inner by Highly Perfect in third. And God, Guns, and Guts now moving up into fourth. Still out the back, Fade from Black, and Danza Taxi is just running around the track, but looks good around the corner towards the 3/16 and running on. New leader, Mama's Fire to dictate. Fighting on back on the inside, Run the Table. Here's Highly Perfect. Highly Perfect produced in third, now second, now on the move. Mama's Fire, Highly Perfect will test these two to the line. Mama's Fire will win. Highly Perfect second, Run the Table was third, and God, Guns, and Guts. And they're off. Very attentive beginning for I Love This Bar along the inside fence. The gray is making headway between traffic runners. Bethy now takes over, dropping out. I Love This Bar now is replaced by Dorota and Bethy on the front engine. Back we have a very stylish third for Miss Windy Slew at lofty odds. Poking through is My Morning Gal. I Love This Bar back to fifth after a good beginning, and out the back is the late running War Colors, only 7 lengths from front to back. They head towards the half-mile pole and on to the 3/8. Dorota, Javier Diego has the say with Bethy and Javier Tavares. My Morning Gal is jumping through the bridle. It goes 3 wide and has the mindset to go to the front. Miss Windy Slew is running right after that one. The split coming from I Love This Bar and War Colors. This thing's wide open. 330 yards to go. Miss Windy Slew tentatively by half a length, and she's game. Here comes I Love This Bar down to the inside dip. It's Miss Windy Slew. It's My Morning Gal. Nothing between them. Third is I Love This Bar. We're down to Bethy. Bethy, it's Miss Windy Slew. Bethy. Bethy beat My Morning Gal on the square. And they're off. A slight dip down at the start for number 7, Crankshaft. Cindy's G-Man gonna go out and forge clear by 2.5 early lengths. Fast and Furious with pace is second. Crankshaft third on the outside after a difficult start. Fourth is Alpine Ghost as they zip down the backstretch with Ready Made running fifth. Sixth and seventh on the far outside from the inside out. Lonesome Dream is gaining. Be Easy has a lot of running to do, and so does late running Papa's Lucky 7, who's starting to roll on now. Cindy's G-Man went 22 2/5 of a second. Around the turn to the 550 they go. It's Crankshaft to gain ever so slightly. Fast and Furious is still third. Oncoming Alpine Ghost is moving. Be Easy from far back. Not tonight for Lonesome Dream, and Papa's Lucky 7 has to do a lot, and out the back is Ready Made. Deep stretch in the final get-out race. It's Cindy's G-Man Breathing Fire. Crankshaft goes right on by. Here come the closers. On the far outside, gaining up from far back is Papa's Lucky 7, but it's Crankshaft to win. Crankshaft wins. Be Easy second. Then it was Alpine Ghost and maybe Lonesome Dream or the late closing Papa's Lucky 7.